All right. I'm going to do a different video today. I'm going to do three things I wish I knew before I started boxing. So I'm going to start at number three. Um, I didn't realize how tough boxing was compared to any other sport that I have done in my life. I've played basketball, played football, badminton. I've done a lot of other sports, rugby, but I didn't realize how tough boxing was going to be um, when I actually got into it. It was just a lot more harder than I thought. I think you've got to think, a lot more mentally. Um, Most people think it's about being physical, and as much as that does play a part, I think also you've got to use your mental side, your IQ. I think some of the greatest boxers in the world, like Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, Canelo, um, they all got amazing IQ, and I think that just it kind of translate uh, from that into the ring. So yeah, that was number three. I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be when you actually get in. It's probably the most toughest sport that I've ever done in my life. Nothing compares to it. Um, Number two was going to be the amount of time it takes to actually get good at something. Everything takes time in life, whether you want to build a company, whether you want to get good at uh, a certain craft, learn a new language. But with boxing, can't, you can learn something, but you won't be able to learn the fundamentals and really get good at them unless you dedicate yourself for a good 6 months to a year. And even if you do dedicate yourself 6 months to a year, I think you can do fairly well. Um, but I think there are different levels of boxing. If you do go to your boxing gym, you're gonna notice different people um, from all types of levels. Certain people will be amateur, certain people will be professional. Some of them would just be newcomers like you, and some of them will be just boxing since they were babies, literally since they were diapers. I mean, I remember um, I had a sparring session with a fighter who was an amateur boxer. He had 4 wins and 2 losses, nothing too special. And he was a lot smaller than me. And I'm talking about like a good 3, 4 inches smaller. I'm 200 pounds plus, and he was like 50, 40 pounds lighter. And he just kicked the absolute shit into me. It was absolutely terrifying. Um, a lot of people think that being 260, that being big matters in boxing. And in a certain way, yes, it does. But you need the experience to actually back that up. Um, as you saw with the recent fight with Usyk and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's a giant, and I really expect him to use his size against Usyk. But Usyk was able to use his IQ and just finish him. So yeah, it does take time to get good at boxing. And this is probably the biggest thing that I wish I knew before I started boxing. Actually, I would recommend this to anyone that's going to go into the boxing gym. Um, Whether you're new, whether you just want to go out for working out, I would say fitness is your biggest friend. You can never be more physically fit than you can never, there's no such thing as reaching a peak level of fitness. You can always get better. And you'll find this out, you know, in boxing, in sparring. Um, it's just incredibly There's a lot of cardio going on. You know, you're never gonna, um, you're always gonna want to be physically fit and make sure you got a lot of gas in the tank. If not, you'll just gas out. And I think you definitely try to be physically fit. Run, skip, do anything to get your fitness up. That would be the biggest recommendation I have for anybody going into the gym, is to be physically fit. Um, that's something that I wish I knew before starting boxing. I thought I was fit. Um, I thought I could go 6, 7 rounds, 10 rounds. Man, it was difficult in there. Even hitting the boxing bag for like a good 6 to 10, 15 minutes straight is the most grueling workout ever. Your arms hurt, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your legs. It's just all in pain. Something like I've never felt. I mean, I used to go to the gym quite a lot and lift weights. And if I used to train a body part like chest, you know, my chest would hurt, or my back, or my arms, my legs. But with boxing, my whole body hurts. It's just one of those things that boxing is just extremely tough. But if you can work on your fitness level and become fitter than you are now, it will really benefit you in learning, and you'll be more calm or more relaxed in the ring. You'll be able to do much more things. So that's the end of the video. Those are 3 things that I wish I knew before I started boxing. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments.